Why do so many women choose to wear the hijab? It's a question you hear all the time, sometimes out of genuine curiosity, but often filled with judgment. For some, it's a symbol of oppression. For others, it's about faith, identity, and personal strength. The truth is, it's way more complex than the stereotypes we see in the headlines. This isn't about persuading you one way or the other. It's about listening. It's about understanding the stories of millions of women who are often talked about, but rarely heard from. This is their story. The word hijab comes from Arabic and literally means a barrier or a screen. But in reality, it goes so much deeper than just a piece of clothing. For many women, the hijab is all about modesty, not just in how they dress, but in their actions, their intentions, and how they interact with the world. And this idea of modesty in Islam isn't just for women, it applies to men too. It's about being humble, respecting yourself, and being conscious of how you present yourself. For some, wearing the hijab is like an anchor. It keeps them grounded in their values in a world that's full of noise, pressure, and constant judgment. It becomes a personal boundary, a quiet strength, a choice they make for themselves every single day. For a huge number of women, the decision to wear the hijab is deeply tied to their faith. It's not something forced on them. It's a personal choice, an act of devotion to God. It's a way they can bring their spiritual values into their everyday lives. Wearing it becomes a kind of mindfulness, a daily reminder of their purpose, of the importance of patience and humility. Some women say it brings them a sense of peace. Others describe it as a form of discipline. And for many, it's both. Their faith isn't just something they practice in private prayers. It's something they live out loud, visibly and proudly. And the journey to wearing the hijab is different for everyone. There's no single story. Some women start wearing it when they're young. Others decide later in life, after years of reflection. Some feel the call right after they start learning more about their faith, while others might spend years questioning and figuring things out. It's almost never a sudden decision. It's a process of self-discovery, of understanding who you are, what you believe in, and where you fit in the world. One of the biggest myths out there is that the hijab is a symbol of oppression. But let's be real, a piece of cloth can't oppress you. What's oppressive is not having a choice. And millions of women around the world freely choose to wear the hijab, even when they live in places where it's misunderstood or discouraged. For these women, the hijab isn't a limitation at all. It's a form of empowerment. It lets them define themselves on their own terms, beyond just their looks or the latest fashion trends. It shifts the focus from their physical appearance to their character, their ideas, and their actions. In a world that's constantly judging women based on how they look, that can feel incredibly liberating. And because it's such a personal choice, the hijab often becomes a powerful part of a woman's identity. It can actually boost her confidence, encourage self-respect, and give her a strong sense of belonging to a community. Many women will tell you that wearing the hijab made them feel stronger, not weaker. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. Wearing a visible symbol of your faith can come with challenges. Some women face discrimination at work or in public. They get judged before they even have a chance to speak. But they keep going, not because it's easy, but because it feels right for them. It teaches them resilience and helps them stand firm in who they are. Today, you see women who wear the hijab absolutely everywhere. They are doctors, scientists, entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, and political leaders. They are completely shattering the old idea that you can't be a person of faith and also be ambitious and modern. Hijab in the 21st century isn't about hiding away from the world. It's about being a part of it, contributing to it, and engaging with it, but on your own terms. They are proving that you can be successful and fully integrated into society without having to sacrifice your identity or your beliefs. When you ask women what the hijab means to them personally, you get so many different answers. For some, it's a source of inner peace, a daily reminder to stay grounded in their values. For others, it gives them strength on tough days or provides a sense of clarity in a confusing world. Each story is unique and every single journey is valid. And that's the most important thing to remember. True freedom is having the ability to choose for yourself, without fear or pressure. For some women, that choice is to wear the hijab. For others, it's not. What really matters is that we respect each woman's right to decide for herself. For way too long, the narrative around the hijab has been controlled by people who don't wear it. It's been talked about, but the women behind the veil haven't been listened to. That's why conversations like this are so important. This isn't about telling you what to think. It's about creating understanding. Because behind every single hijab, there's a person with her own thoughts, feelings, and story. And when we start to listen with empathy, the stereotypes just melt away. The hijab is not just a piece of fabric. It's faith. It's identity. It's a choice. And understanding begins the moment we stop assuming and start listening. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, please like and subscribe for more.